kitchen.
And I'm Mel from the Seed Cycle, and today we are making our Seed+Oat Savoury Crackers, and this one is really great for food prepping, and so we're going to show you how we do that. And we also have a little extra treat for you. I'm going to show you how I make my nutrient dense liver pate. This is something that I make most weeks for myself and for my kids as well. Liver, I know like some people like hear that and go, oh no, but I just want to show you how easy it is. And shocked at how simple this recipe actually is. All we're going to use is our phase 2 sesame and sunflower seeds. You can also use phase 1 depending on what phase in your cycle you are cooking for. We're going to use Mel's amazing superb seasoning mix. We're going to use some salt and psyllium husk, and that's a really good fibre. It also helps to bind it all together, and water. So
it doesn't get cleaner than that.
It's so good. Something like this and how quick it is for me to make, and then buying seed crackers at the shops and looking at the ingredients. I mean, like there's always some sort of like vegetable or canola oil and
sugars, preservatives, they've got all the nasties, and
you can
it's kind of sad because a lot of the time when you're using a cracker, you might be having it with a healthy dip, or you're making a charcuterie board that you can entertain with your friends, and you've gone and got all these beautiful clean vegetables, and then you go and buy crackers from the supermarket that are labelled with all the naughties, and you're defeating the purpose. So,
and then usually they're like $9 or $10 each. Like even, you know, if I do want to get one of the healthier ones, like they're really expensive.
And it makes it entertaining expensive. So this is a great way to keep it clean, keep it simple, and it's very cost effective as well.
So we've preheated the oven to 160 fan force, so not too hot, and now we're going to press this out into a tin. So we'll show you
a Lamington tin we've got here today. So and just if you pop a little bit of baking paper in the bottom, it'll make it a little bit easier, because we're going to press it in to the bottom and then transfer it to an actual flat tray so that we can actually cut it into equal pieces. So, and what quantities will we need, Mel?
So we've used 5 scoops. So that is, 1 scoop is your daily dose of seeds and that's that therapeutic dose to support your hormones. So what we want to do for this one, it's going to work really well if we cut it into 10 pieces, and then that way you're having 2 each day, which is then your dose of seeds.
in the oven cooking, and we're going to turn them over halfway through, but we'll get to that. But while they're actually getting started, we're going to find out of Mel. I've never made this before, so I'm learning with you guys today. So tell us all about this liver pate, Mel.
So liver, like I said, some people are a bit like, by it. I'm from a Croatian background, so we grew up on liver. So I guess that's where like I'm not grossed out by it. But you know, in saying that, when I started making it as an adult, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. But I'm going to show you how easy it is. Liver, when I have liver in the morning, I'll have it on the crackers, or I'll have on sourdough. My kids love it on sourdough. It's like it gives me an abundance of energy, and that is because of all the nutrients in it. We're talking about vitamin A, we're talking about iron, it's a great source of collagen and gelatin, and it's just so nutrient rich.
I like the sound of all of that.
Yeah. So we're gonna have, I just try to get, if I can, the RSPCA approved chicken livers are great. So the quality is important to me, and so I'll get mine from Woolies and Coles, or even the butcher is even better when I can get there. We're going to fry it up in some ghee. We're going to use some spring onion and apple. I'm using green apple, red apple works really well as well. Some nutmeg and garlic. So I'll show you
a really basic recipe, guys.
Yes. So, oh my goodness,
keep it
so
simple.
Easy. Yeah. So I'll show you how we're going to do this.
Out of the oven. They take half an hour in total to cook, so they've been for 15 minutes, but what we want to do is just turn them over so that they cook evenly on both sides. You may have to just use your knife to encourage them to separate a little bit, but from pressing the salt on top you shouldn't have a problem. The salt shouldn't come off now.
Covered that and let that simmer for about 10 minutes, and it's looking pretty good now. So I'm going to add that straight into my food processor. I'm going to add in a boiled egg, and so this is optional, but I find when I add in the egg it makes the pate even creamier. Are done and looking really good, and so is our pate. So with the pate, you want to, it's best eaten when it's cooled. So store it in the fridge, cool it down, and I like to store it in a jar, and it will last about 5 days in the fridge. Yeah, and so we're going to show you some really cool ways that you can meal prep.
Yeah, definitely. And it can be, if you're entertaining, you can use the crackers, and I mean, you don't, depending on what dips you have, you can make up some hummus, some beetroot dip, some avocado dip, or a salsa. Like, there's so many different ways that you can make a snack or entertain. But it's those snacks that you have where you just might eat an apple, and you'll have, like, even though it's natural sugar, you'll have a sugar spike. And what I've learned, and I've been very fortunate to be in the kitchen with Mel, with her training in functional health and nutrition, is that it's not about just eating one thing. It's about making sure And it's not your breakfast, lunch and dinner meals, it's the snacks that you have in between and what you pair it with, which is going to help you feel full, and you're not going to have sugar spikes and feel awful or have those moments where you feel headachy if you can pair it with your good fats and making sure you've got your proteins. So we're going to come up with some really exciting ways just to show you all the different ways to use this yummy ingredients that can hopefully inspire you to either make it lunch or a snack or entertain.
We want you to live in abundance with food. It's not like sticking to this strict meal plan where you're only allowed 3 meals a day. Like, no, don't do any of that. Eat and like, and enjoy it
and as women, we know that there's those phases in your cycle where you are more hungry, like in the build up to when your period's due, that you'll want to eat more, and there's science behind it. It's not like us feeling guilty because you want to eat. Eat and look after your body because you'll feel so much better for it.
So enjoy our ideas, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.